What's good, Sooner Nation? It's been a solid weekend and start of the week for the Sooners, especially on the recruiting trail. Oklahoma has gotten a bunch of predictions for players, and the 2025 quarterback, Kevin Sperry, sat out about 3 tweets talking about some commitments he expected to come down the line, and we've got to talk about those players that got some predictions and who we think may commit within the next month. Before we do that, welcome to Sooner or Later Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank you for pulling up the channel. You know what it is. We talk all OU recruiting on this channel, so make sure you hit that like, subscribe button if you want this content. All right, let's talk about these 3 players because there's 3 that's shaping up to be something special for what Oklahoma's trying to do. Let's dive in. So the crystal ball started rolling in on Sunday and Monday, which is wild because after the spring game, Oklahoma did host like 100 different recruits there. And it looks like they're starting to close some deals. And so one of the big ones was C.J. Nickerson, the big edge from Weatherford, Oklahoma, sitting around 6'5", 216. He jumped out as one of the favorites. Look at Chad Simmons, the director of recruiting over at On3, dropped his prediction for On3 for him. And since Oklahoma's got a really good chance of landing him very soon. We've talked about CJ a few times, and he's one of those local players that I do consider a must get. If he doesn't play basketball, we've got to get him here on the gridiron because, man, he really is a talent that's pretty special. Like I said, he could play football, he could play basketball. He's got some great moves. We need a talented edge like him to really solidify this class. Him and a Max Granville are the 2 that really jumped out to me that I want Oklahoma to land. But it looks like C.J. Nixon is one that potentially has a very good chance of popping. Not only is he a local kid, really likes Oklahoma. And heck, there's even a chance they may let him play both, right? Basketball could use some more athletes like him too. So let's cross our fingers and toes we can do that. Next up on the list, you've got the corner out of Spring, Texas, Clydegillery. Now, he's a 4-star, roughly around 6'1", 6'2", and high about 170. And he's legitimately in that range of height, fast, strong, and I mean, everybody loves him on all the recruiting sites, right? He's not someone that, I mean, it was a big battle between Oklahoma and Texas. That is the way things are shaping up. But overall, he sits here as the top 200, about 350, 360 player in the country. And he's beloved by, like I said, both programs. Texas really wants him and Oklahoma is really fighting for him. And his offer list is actually pretty good. You see a lot of your SEC powers in there from, you know, your Tennessees, your Texas A&Ms. You see Missouri in there, as well as Oklahoma and Texas. It appears that a lot of the bigger programs do want him and want his services. We've watched film on him before. My favorite thing about him is his shiftiness, and I think that he could be one of those corners that can lock people down, especially if he gets stronger. And what makes everybody so confident with Guillory, as everybody's dropping crystal balls, I mean, we've seen him from Colin Kennedy. We saw Parker Thune drop his. We did see this from a Jordan Scruggs, which is the Texas insider. When you start seeing it from insiders that are part of rival teams that you're going after, that usually means a white flag is being waved. Now, it's not a guarantee, but for the most part, it really gives you a good indication of where the recruitment is going. And then, of course, if I see it from Colin Kennedy or Josh McQuistion from On3, Colin Kennedy from 247, Sooners Illustrated, one of the friends of the show, then I'm like, all right, my confidence is up that it's coming. So I'm anticipating Cortland's to come probably here in June. He does have a visit planned for the Champion Barbecue weekend in mid-June. And because of that, that's when I sense that he'll actually probably drop his commitment. So let's keep our eyes open for that. Next up, you've got the in-state offensive lineman, Anthony Ogoro, who just recently moved to Elgin, Oklahoma from North Carolina. And he's been trending up a lot. The big thing with him is his ability to move. And so he's currently a 3-star composite around the spaces. Rivals has him sitting at 4-star. He has a lot of talent. And so he recently got himself a crystal ball from our Houston native, Josh McQuistion, over there at On3. He dropped in his prediction for him, sitting at 6'5", about 290. He's got some nice feet. He plays basketball. And when we showed the basketball video on here on one of the old videos on him, man, kid can go. Good thing about him is that his commitment comes down on May 21st. And so because he has a commitment date, it's like at 7 p.m., we'll probably go live and just sit here and wait and see what happens. But we're anticipating that Oklahoma's going to win that. He made it to the spring game, and he's done a couple visits in between, and it appears Oklahoma has continued to impress him every way down the line. And then, of course, Coach Bill Beatonbow is doing the usual thing. He's hitting them dingers. And so because of that, I anticipate that we win this battle, and he's going to definitely commit on the 21st, but we'll keep our eyes open on that and definitely inform you if anything changes. Now, last one is I got Cole Breer from up there in New Jersey at Hun School, same school that Logan Howland came from. Our offensive line, our tight end that is converted to offensive line and tackle on the squad. But Cole, 6'3", about 270, already 4-star over there on the rival site. He's beastly and he's mean, right? He's a wrestler and he gives off those vibes. Someone commented in one of the videos I made about him that them cold weather boys are pretty tough as nails. And he's one of those that are really tough. I anticipate him being somebody that moves up the charts over the next few months, especially once he starts commitment and then he starts to hit up a couple camps here and there. To be honest, if he decides to commit to Oklahoma, in which everything's trending that direction, and this one you had Adam Friedman, the national analyst for Rivals, put in his prediction for him. Since that future cast went down, it appears that the tea leaves that they're reading, it seems like Oklahoma gets him back on campus. He's not going to leave. He's not going to leave without committing, just because of the type of person that he is and the way things seem to be trending for this recruitment. And he's beastly, man. So we'll drop some videos on their film in the near future, but I want to give y'all a weekly update on what's going around with the recruiting cycle as things are kind of slowing down, but we're getting into commitment season. So usually April all the way through August, you're going to see all your main commitments. And of course, we'll be in tune for all of that. If you want to see the commitment videos, go hop over to the Unfair Sports channel. That's where we drop all the big news and all of that there for you all to enjoy. But that's the 4 guys right now that looks like we've got some predictions and crystal balls and everything going in. And they're going in nonstop. Like a few of them have dropped in today, which is crazy. You've got Coles, you've got Clydegillery, you also got Anthony Ogoro, and then you got CJ Nixon. So keep your eyes open for that. Hop in the comments. Let me know, your boy, know your thoughts. How you feeling about the way Oklahoma's recruiting right now? What do you think about the direction that we're going? You think we're going in a good direction? I know I do. You made it this far, like the content, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Love for you to join this family of Sooner fans talking OU recruiting all day, every day here on this channel. So check out some of these other videos. Definitely should be a good one over there. And we'll talk soon. Peace.